Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to some more Kirby in Dreamland 3. So, we've done quite a little bit through the first sections of this game. We've completed the first 4 levels, I guess you would call them, and we're just about done with this section here. I kind of hate those little enemies there, because these like Puyo Puyo looking enemies, just because like you would think they'd have some sort of power up or something, but they actually don't do anything. I'm also not really sure what these things are here, but let's go here and reveal. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought this was going to be a secret door, and that's actually just a star, which I'm not really too fond of these stars, because all they really do is allow you to get a 1-up once you collect enough of them, but unfortunately I feel like you have to collect a whole butt ton of them, which is kind of annoying. I've also realized that this game does what a lot of games do. I think I want to get this guy. It does what a lot of these games do, where you can do really well in one section of the game, or one playthrough I should say, and then afterwards, if you were to save and quit and come back, you kind of just lose all of your progress in terms of the lives and points you got and whatnot, because you can see I've only got 2 lives. And I'm pretty sure I had a lot more than that, since I think I've only really died maybe once the previous time we played, and even then I think I kind of cheated and did the whole this rewind feature here and made sure that didn't happen. So I know for sure I had more than just the 2 lives, but in any case, it's fine. I know when I was younger I used to have a lot of issues with that. For example, playing Super Mario World, which is more or less one of my more favorite games. But I used to have a lot of issues with that because I would go on and play a bunch and do a whole mess of stuff against a bunch of enemies and get a bunch of points and whatnot, and get, more importantly, a bunch of lives. And I'm like, whoa, I have like 50 something lives. That's a hell of a lot. No way Bowser's gonna beat me this time. And I would go, and you know, I'd go and stop playing for the day and go do whatever it is that young version of me did throughout the day, and I would go do that, and basically I would come back and find out that I was starting out with 5 lives again, which was kind of lame. But for the special requirement or whatever, you just have to use Fish Friend here and reunite him with Fish Girlfriend, I guess, and you get the thing, which is, you know, nice and interesting. But yeah, oh, that's unfortunate. I was trying to see if I can get the 1-up, but clearly not today. So let's go on, take Fish Friend here to the last level here. I haven't decided how exactly I want to go about doing the bosses in this game yet, because I've sort of figured out that I can do just about 2 levels per video, and that gives me like a good 10 minutes, which is nice. But I don't know if I'll, I think I need actually you. I think I can do about 2 levels per video. That gives me a good chunk of time recorded, but when it comes to the bosses, I'm in a bit of a rut, just because they are sort of odd numbered out. So I could kind of have bosses be their own level, but bosses don't really take up that much time. Consequently, I could have done something where like I quickly edited and went back, for example, and got all the power-ups if I were missing them or something like that, but I don't seem to be doing that so far. I seem to be getting everything on the first shot, so I don't think I'll be doing any of that per se. So we'll see what happens. I have been sort of experimental lately, and there we go. It's like a weird pixel measurement where you gotta get it right in between the 2 pieces of wood there, otherwise you won't be able to go through, and you'll kind of just shimmy around. But I have been having sort of experimental desires when it comes to video lengths and stuff. For example, there is like small parts of me that wants to try and can you just like stop? There we go. That wants to try and do a sort of Super Mario 64 playthrough where each video is only 2 parts, or sorry, 2 minutes or so, because you know most of the levels in that game, or I should say most of the stars in that game, don't really take up too much time to acquire. So I was gonna do something where I literally the entire video was just me getting the 1 star and just upload that, but making it a little less of a tutorial, not so much a tutorial, but less of a walkthrough, and just having to be like an actual playthrough where like I talk through it and stuff. But I don't know when I'll actually go through with that silly idea, but all is that to say that I wouldn't mind doing something crazy like that for the boss battle, which is probably going to be at most like 3 minutes, maybe if they're really tough. Letting it be that length. I need you here, please. There we go. There we go. We had to collect a couple of different shapes that were around this level for the secret requirement, and we've got that now. Oh boy. Okay, this is what I was worried about. There we go. Because I did try it, I believe, with the other animal friend. I think it's Ricky or Rick, the little hamster thing. But I wasn't actually able to make it up. I think I've learned recently that you can actually wall jump or something like that, or wall climb, one of the two. But yeah, previously I tried that and it did not work, which was pretty disheartening because I was kind of stuck. But it's okay now because we've managed to presumably get all the pieces. I'm not entirely sure if I did. I should have been 3 pieces. I believe I got all of them. But here is we got 2 interesting enemies on screen, or had 2 interesting enemies on screen. We got the broom enemy here, who actually does have a power-up in this game, but in most most Kirby games, the broom enemy is just a random enemy that doesn't give you a power-up, which is pretty interesting that in this game it actually does. But then at the same time, we do have these arrow guys here. I can kind of use whoever. I don't really see. Can't really recall if I need anyone, so let's just go ahead and use the cat here because I feel like I've used him the least. But yeah, that arrow guy there, you would think he'd actually be pretty cool and have a pretty cool power up, you know, shoot arrows or something, or maybe even just spikes, right? But nope, he's just one of those enemies in the game that just does not have a power. It's just really interesting, because that just seems like such an easy power to give Kirby, the ability to like shoot arrows and stuff. It's just not a thing, which I guess is fine. Okay, I needed the bird for this just to sort of get through this a little bit easier, because I can kind of just float through all of this, and I can easily get all of the health and power-ups and stuff. It's strange that I can't go through this stuff, but okay, maybe I can. Nope. I don't have a hitbox at my feet, so I gotta kind of awkwardly go through all this stuff and not get hit by anything, and fall all the way to the bottom here. There we go. And then we'll see. Oh, okay, so that I'm not gonna fall for it. So that's what I need the bird for, because I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can just barely make it out of that hole with the cat here. So if I go in there, I'll be kind of dead, unless the cat has some sort of or maybe I can just do it with Kirby. Yeah, we can just do it with Kirby. There we go. Because there is times where I've gone for that 1-up with the cat and fallen on the other side of the screen. I think I've also done it with the octopus girl, but I was just straight up not able to do anything, and that really sucked. Because, you know, I just wasn't able to progress, and I was kind of stuck. Thankfully, you know, we have the rewind feature in this game. Otherwise, I would have actually been stuck, and I wouldn't actually been able to even complete the level. I don't really know if these enemies hurt you, these like weird caterpillar snake thingies. There we go, because there are times where I try to hit them and it just doesn't hit them, so I just figured they were just there to like mess with me. But in any case, we've made it through, and you can see here we've got this little clown guy who's got all his favorite shapes to juggle. And he happily gives us the secret piece here, which allows us to unlock sort of a, I guess, special fight with the boss here. Because you can fight the boss normally, but once you acquire all of the items, I believe you fight a special version of the boss. I think we have just about enough time, so let's go ahead and squeeze in a little boss fight here. So we got Wispy Woods, classic, I was gonna say Mega Man, but a classic Kirby enemy here. And as I remember, the first time I played this game, I went through it and I actually didn't get all of the secret things. I missed, I believe it was like, I think it was the clown guy mainly that I missed, right? So once I collected them afterwards, after beating the boss, I went back and collected them all. The boss lit up again, which I guess is why now we have all of these objects that we've gained here. Now all of the evil and whatnot has officially left the land, whereas in before, I guess they kind of just pieced out for a couple of minutes. I don't know. I'm not really sure how this game's story works. You know, there's not really a lot of text, which is fine. Kind of just shows you images, but let's go here on the Warp Star. Yeah, so you can see there, we've conquered level 1, and now we can move on to level 2. So yeah, that boss battle took at most like a minute, so I think that's what I'll do going forward. We'll just squeeze them in to the closest video. But in any case, take care of yourself.